Starting a new journal is always difficult. I still have the tendency to book trips when I feel trapped in my own emotions, and for me, changing environment is really important to gain new creativity and inspiration. So it was an easy choice to buy the tickets for Sicily, and as soon as the opportunity to be free came along, I decided I wanted to try something new. And that's why I chose to bring a completely blank notebook with me to let me explore my creativity in a new and fun way. And I'll bring you along these past days in Sicily through the pages of my journal, where all we did was walking around with no specific plan, trying new food, and mostly important, enjoying some quality time together. It all started in the streets of Palermo, under a grey sky in a windy day. We had no plan on where to go, what to see, and where to eat, so it was all new to the both of us. The best thing to do was just let our feet get us wherever they wanted to go. Without even knowing, we ended up stopping for a burger. The last 2 months have been tough. The beginning sadness, tension, and emotional distress made all the past weeks feel both rough and empty, but also painfully slow and fast at the same time. When dealing with so many things at the same time, it becomes easy to feel overwhelmed, and for that reason, energies are low, and so is my mood. I combined all my passions in one by blending traveling, journaling, and drawing. After that, our check-in time came, so we made a stop at the apartment we booked and decided to make it cozy by staying in to recharge from the flights and the bus ride right after it. Two hours later, we got out the house to have an aperitivo and encountered many beautiful buildings. Starting from churches to squares and lastly the famous Via Maqueda, where we sat down to drink something before dinner. Besides the amazing food, Locale had a cool vibe to it. It almost felt like being invited to eat at some friends, and the night went on with a lot of talking and a lot of walking back to the apartment. The second day was quiet but also cloudy. It almost felt like time was froze. No people around, everyone silently enjoying the first hours of Saturday, probably in bed resting. We got out the house to get some breakfast and we took it home so we could plan the rest of the week. As I previously said, we left home with no plan, Everything was pretty uncertain, so the day passed by planning all the following days, the road we were gonna take, and what cities we would visit. When we stepped out the house, it was already 4 p.m. and we still had to have lunch. We headed back to Via Maqueda. Stopped to take some photos of Quattro Canti. And then sat down at Osteria Norma. Where I got myself a beautiful plate of pasta and he got himself a tagliata. The weather wasn't in our favor, so at that point we walked it for a bit, and luckily we encountered this beautiful vintage bookshop. And as you may know already from my Florence video, I have to buy something everywhere I go, especially if it's a book. So I bought myself this old copy of Pedro Salinas, and I closed this first chapter happier than ever.